The types of drivers in high school. As we know, a lot of people get their license during this period, which evokes a sense of godhood in a kid, especially if their parents buy them some beat up old Mustang or Chevy Impala, which they can flex on their friends with. Also, during this time, most guys, and even a lot of girls, think they Michael Schumacher or something and drive however they find fit. Since I attended 2 high schools and have sat with many different drivers during this period, I thought it would be fun to go over all the types of drivers I have encountered. So let's start off with Number 1, the one who probably shouldn't have a license. If you've been unlucky enough to be in a car with one of these guys, then you should truly be grateful you are still alive and watching this video. This is the guy who never actually learned how to drive and just kept doing the exam until one miraculous day his examiner was like, "Honestly, Tony, I feel bad for you. It's your 24th time doing this and you still drive like a 4-year-old with Alzheimer's. But since I'm tired of risking my life with your goofy ass, I'ma pass you. Just promise me that you'll never drive my neighborhood. You scoundrel." They always got the most ridiculous car too, like some weird minivan or some old BMW, talking about how German engineering is superior. Hop on a ride with this guy and you'll be flabbergasted on how much he enjoys accelerating and cutting corners. Dude will have you praying to God that you make it out alive. Thankfully, these guys usually have 1 or 2 crashes and learn from it. One thing they'll never get over though is the love of old busted up cars, cause I guess deep down they know they're gonna crash it eventually. So their brain has learned exclusively to love cars that cost under $1,000. Anyway, enough of this car pirate, let's move on to Number 2, the Vape Lord. This mofo don't even care about driving, he just likes vaping in his car. Their vehicle is always loaded with copious amounts of Nico sticks everywhere you look, and you're probably gonna get addicted to nicotine just by being in it. All these guys think they look like a mafia boss, cause they drive with one hand on the wheel and the other gripping their vape. But I gotta give it to him. Even though I don't really vape or anything, there is something about sucking on that cancer stick while driving that makes you feel like a total Chad. Just put on that Peaky Blinders song and you're done. Hey yo man, we got some business to attend to, you get me? You mean picking your mom up from her yoga class? I mean yeah, but it doesn't sound cool when you put it like that now does it? Yeah, true. Let's go! Number 3, the overly confident one. I think the best way to explain this one is with a story. So it's summer and we're driving to this festival. Now the driver, let's call him Edward, loaned his dad's van for this excursion. As we are driving, it starts raining, but it doesn't seem to affect him cause he just keeps cruising at the speed limit. Now here's where the overconfidence kicks in. We get to the city and it's still pouring. So I tell Edward he should probably drive really slow because his van's brakes were kind of broken. And well, it's raining. Which he proceeds to explain how he drives however he wants and that a man should drive with confidence. And I kid you not, 3 minutes later we were on this slope which at the end was a red light where cars were stood still, and instead of deaccelerating slowly, my man was going 40 miles per hour down this watery ass road when I panicked and said, "Bro, chill, you're gonna crash." When he was like, "Ah shit, you're right," and proceeded to slam the brakes, but it didn't work cause of aquaplaning. Pretty much his tires weren't even touching the road and he just slid like 20 miles per hour and crashed into a Nissan. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but sadly, Edward did not learn his lesson and is still a menace on public roads to this day. Number 4, the car guy. I love the car guy, not because I think they're cool or even respect their knowledge of cars, it's actually that I find them hilarious, in high school at least. The reason being, they always got some weird modified BMW or Mercedes talking about pound-feet of torque, turbocharged 2-liter olive oil engine. Like bro, I get that you modified your car, but I'm not a car guy, so all I see is a hunk of junk from the scrapyard that can single-handedly intoxicate the air in the parking lot. Funny part about him is even though they are constantly working on their car, it's always broken. The car guys I know have never been like, "Yeah bro, nothing I gotta do, it's all working perfectly." It's always something like, yeah, the right combustor needs a retweak I think, and the engine valves need to be sucked. And my girlfriend left me. Oh damn, sorry bro. Nah, the right combustor shouldn't take too long, and the engine valves will do for now. Nah, I meant your girlfriend, man. Aw, her? Ugh, never liked that hoe anyway, you know. I just have sex with my car now. Okay, bro. Anyway, let's move on to Number 5. The Plug. This the guy that flips those Reggie packs in the school parking lot. His car always smells like grass and his driving style is heavily influenced by the music he listens to. So if he's under the influence of the woo, he'll drive real safe and according to the speed limit. But put on some Chief Keef and mans will turn into a demon. Dude starts driving like he just hit a drive-by and is trying to dodge the cops. Even though these dudes are making a good amount of money, at least in terms of being a high schooler, their car isn't usually too expensive. Cause well, they be blazing in it 24/7 and well, you gotta be ballin' like Prime Jordan to be able to afford hotboxing in a new car. For me personally, I really like riding with these guys, cause contrary to popular belief, plugs aren't usually killer gangsters trying to get you every chance they get. They're actually pretty chill, plus, free grass. Number 6. The Taxi. Man, I love this guy. He the one who always got your back when you need a ride. Dude loves to drive and he'll gladly help a fellow homie out if he needs to be chauffeured. He'll never ask for any money, but you should pay him every now and again, cause if you don't, they'll probably start feeling like you using them and start ghosting you. A lot of people who just got their license are the taxi, cause in the beginning everybody loves to drive, until their parents start to notice that every 2 days the gas tank is magically empty. But a truly caring taxi man will get a part-time job just to finance his 100 miles of driving around the same streets every day. The plug and the taxi go hand in hand, cause a lot of times when the plug's car is broken or he too faded to drive, the taxi will gladly help him venture through the city. Shit, all you gotta do now is throw the Vape Lord in the car and you got yourself a scene straight out of Blue Story. Anyway, time for the last one. Number 7. The Rich Kid. This guy drives like royalty. Bro's parents are loaded, so dude never pulls up with anything that's even 2 years old. I'm not saying that all these guys are snobs though, cause I know a lot of rich kids who know that they haven't earned it and just wanna hang out with everybody else. But I've also met a rich kid who constantly flexes with daddy's money, and it's honestly funny to hear it, cause they be thinking that everybody respects him for it, when in reality, he's just a laughingstock of the group. But one piece of advice, be friends with this guy. Whether or not he's stuck up doesn't matter. These guys be throwing the craziest parties with the hottest chicks, so yeah, use that to your advantage. Every type of driver on this list is special in their own way. Me personally, I was probably the one who shouldn't have a driver's license, as I crashed my first 2 cars. But shit, you live and you learn, and nowadays I'm a master of the drift through my expeditions into Assetto Corsa and Sims racing. Speaking of which, subscribe to my second channel. I'm gonna start posting some ERL stuff there soon, I promise. Maybe. And that's it, thanks for watching, see you in the next one, bye bye.